You back to Black Siding tonight. We're going to talk about Tariq Nasheed ripping Cynthia G for giving support to white Zaddy. First, subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, hit that notification button, but also comment on this video. Cynthia G had white Zaddy on her show, and he was given a multitude of complaints about black men. But what I really noticed is how Cynthia G sat back and enjoyed what he is saying. First, I want to say that Cynthia G is a talented YouTuber. She speaks very well. Her content is basically going after black men and going after them with vitriol and hatred. I don't know what happened with Cynthia G, what relationship she had that she was disappointed in, but she has now gone so far to where she's supporting white supremacists. She is out there complaining about what white black men haven't done in this country. Some of them are right, some of them are wrong. But to continually attack black men like we have done nothing in this country is extremely wrong. But to see her on that show listening to this man and her sit back to prove a point that she's so-called right in what she's putting out on YouTube every day. The men that this young man was talking about, she happened to get pregnant by one of them, who had 5 kids by a multitude of women. But see, in her mind, she can't recognize that. She sees lames as worse than thugs. Her conscious mind has gone somewhere that can't be found. And the thing about it, if you notice, her channel has grown. Her channel has grown because she's preaching hatred towards black men. And you would be surprised in this modern day culture how many women out there dislike black men. And we have a lot of black women. She's saying that we're putting women on the front lines, that we are not fighting the way we should be. But I think she's wrong. When you have a whole system that is geared against you, when you have the powers that be work 24/7 to stop you at any progress in America. Evidently, she didn't read too much of history. She didn't see, we just had Tulsa, Oklahoma. But she didn't know that in Tulsa, Oklahoma, the black men marched down there in their uniforms with their guns. And when they were attacked by these white supremacists and white devils, the men hold ground on the other side of town by the railroad tracks. They kept them out of Greenwood, but they could not keep them for dropping incendiary devices into Greenwood. They could not stop a military invasion into a neighborhood. See, Cynthia G used to comment on white supremacists all the time. But all of a sudden, she changed her content. And her content went less towards white supremacy and more towards black men. In talking about what we are not doing. But with that sense of vitriol that she uses, that's putting money in her pocket, she took it to a whole nother level when she had white Zaddy on that show. She crossed the line that she can't come back from. And I'm glad Tariq Nasheed let her know about that. And every black man should let her know about it. Cynthia G is dangerous. And she has some acolytes out here. Those who are into interracial dating. They support Cynthia G because they hate black men too. It's a struggle in a society when everything is against you. And sometimes those are excuses. We have prevailed in some measure. It may not be as good as Cynthia G and others want it to be, but this progress is going to take time. She says that black men haven't achieved nothing. We can't defend nothing. We are basically nothing. I don't know if her father is black. I don't know if he's white. But when she speaks in those terms, she's speaking about her brother, her father, and other people who happen to be black men. I'm very disappointed in this video. It's all right to have complaints. And we do, as black men, have complaints with black women. And it seems to be a war going on within these YouTube streets. But we have to somehow find a way to come together. Because either some of you black men are going to sign up with Zaddy and be some of his concubine, or y'all going to stick with the black man and fight to the end. You're going to have to make a decision. You complain about Dusties. Well, you got pregnant by a Dusty, the same type of man you was talking about. And you even criticize the lames, the guys who are out here trying to do something positive. You don't have anything positive to say about any black man. Nothing but continuous hatred of black men. You're worse than any Karen or white supremacist woman, white woman, on YouTube. But this is how you make your money. This is how your channel is growing. And I'm not surprised. She's probably got a high engagement amongst white supremacist males who love to hear this type of hatred. She's saying things that white men can't say in public. Basically, she's the handmaiden to white Zaddy now. And I'm glad we got brothers out here speaking up. I see O'Shea Duke Jackson also did a video on this. Because this woman needs to be put in her place. She's out of hand. She's out of control. And her hatred towards ADOS and FBA needs to be confronted. I want to thank you for listening to Black Site. I hope you subscribe to this channel. Smash that like button, but also share this video.